Good Wednesday morning. One might even say it's hump day. See, there I go again. I'm talking into the camera there, but the camera that I should be talking into is down here. It's hump day. There we go. All right. So let's talk today. We're going to talk solving logarithmic functions today. And then tomorrow there will be another video with solving logarithmic and exponential and logistic functions for tomorrow. And then Friday there will be a worksheet for you to do. Okay? So let's get at it. Okay? So one thing to always remember is that when you get stuck in an exponential or a logarithmic equation, you should switch forms with it. Okay? So if you're in an exponential equation, that's the top one, and you're like, oh, I just don't know how to solve it from here, you solve it by switching it to a logarithmic equation. Likewise, vice versa. If you're in a logarithmic equation, you solve it by switching it back to an exponential equation. Okay? Always. Walmart used to have their ad campaign, always Walmart. And then I would say, just like Walmart. Or just like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola used to have an always campaign too. Okay? To see more people, change the layout. I don't need to change the layout. I can see everybody. All right, so let's get through this one. Let us solve this one. And then I got to change my layout here, and I got to see more people. And there we go. And I didn't change anything, but whatever. Okay? So the very first thing that we need to do is we are going to need to isolate our crazy term, if you will. Okay? So in this case, this is an exponential, and I know it's an exponential because I see that I have a variable in the exponent. That makes it an exponential. A logarithmic equation would have the word log in it, or ln for natural log. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference. A logistic is going to have an exponential in the denominator of the fraction. Okay, so we have different things going on for different ones. Okay, so this is an exponential. So what I need to do is I need to take this exponential term and I need to get it by itself. I need to isolate it, get it with nothing else there. Okay? So how I'm going to go about doing that is I am going to divide both sides by 4. And that's going to leave me with 3/2 here to the 2x minus 3 power is going to equal, and I'm going to leave it as 17/4. Okay? I'm going to leave it in fractional form for now because that fraction might not be as easy as 4.25 like it would be in this case. Okay? So what I've done now is now I've isolated that exponential term. So what my next course of action is I can't go any further. I mathematically can't do anything else. So I am going to switch it to logarithmic form. So this is going to be log with my base of 3/2. My argument or my answer is 17/4, and that's going to equal my exponent 2x minus 3. Now I've got the x out of the exponent, and I've got it down where I can solve it. Okay? Now, resist the urge, down here, see, do it again, resist the urge to go right to your calculator right now, okay? Resist that urge. We could figure out on our calculator what log base 3/2 of 17/4 is. We could figure that out, okay? But we don't need to right now. First off, we're going to add 3 first. So then that's going to give us, here now, let me extend the page. Oh, went a little too far. So that's going to give us 3 plus log base 3/2 of 17/4 equals 2x. Let's see, we're in that mode again today, where we're switching colors on us. Alrighty. Huh? And then I'm going to divide all of that by 2. Now, here, if I wanted the exact answer, my exact answer would be this. Okay. But way back up at the top, you probably didn't even see it. Way back up on the top, it said we could round our answer to 3 decimal places if necessary. So we can figure this out on a calculator. Now, the more, I don't want to say more powerful, but the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Technologically advanced your calculator is, the easier this is to type in. Okay? If you're however, if we're using just a regular old TI-30 type of calculator, okay, we can still do it. We'd have to run change of base formula on the log part. So on this one, tap the brakes. Come on, where did I go? Okay, there we go. Now we're back. So I would have to do log here of 17/4 divided by log of 3/2. Wait for that to populate in there. Apparently we're running slow today. Okay. So we could do that, and we would make sure that we would put these in parentheses, both of those in parentheses. Okay? Yeah, teacher software would like to access your files in a document folder. Okie dokie. I don't know why it needed to do that, but okie dokie. Okay. Okay. And then we would add 3 to that, and then we would divide by 2 from that. So if we do this, I'll do this old school on my TI-30. Let's like to access your desktop folder or whatever. All right, should have fired that up first. So I would first do log of 17 divided by 4, close off the parentheses, divided by log of 3 divided by 2, close off the parentheses, and I get 3.56854 for this black fraction over here. Then according to the blue fraction, I've got to add 3 to that, and then I've got to divide that by 2, and that is going to get me 3.284270649 equals x. Okay. And we said round it to 3, so that would be then 3.284 would equal x. if we had a more technologically advanced calculator. Don't add notes. All right, come on, work for me here. New. Ooh. What is going on here? All right, here we go. Now we go. Calculator. So I could type that in here as just as that fraction. 3 plus log base 3/2 of 17 divided by 4, all divided by 2. And I get the same answer. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, let us continue on to the next one. A quad in there. Next one. All right. So try that one now on your own. I will play some music while we're doing that. Into the playing of the music now. We'll listen to the guitar riffs of the late great Edward Van Halen. Anybody need some more time? All right, here we go. So first off, I would divide both sides by 2. That's going to give me 10 to the negative x over 3 power is going to equal 10. Now from there, I've got 2 choices. Because I have the same base, I could realize that this is really 10 to the first power. And since my bases are the same, I could make my exponents be the same because it's an equality. And I could solve it from there. And I could say, well, negative x is equal to 3. So x has to equal negative 3. Okay? And that's the answer. The answer is negative 3. Okay? If I didn't see that, I could switch it into logarithmic form. Log with base 10 of 10 is going to equal negative x over 3. And one of the log properties that we learned the other day was that if we have log with the base of the same thing, or the argument is the same thing, then that's just equal to 1. Log base 10 of 10 is equal to 1, so 1 equals negative x over 3. And now again, I multiply by 3, and I get negative 3 equals x. Maybe. Thumbs up, good. Thumbs to the side, we need a little more practice with that. Thumbs down, we got issues. Okay. Looks like we had a lot of thumbs up there, so let's go on to the next one. The next slide actually is the question of the day that you can type into the chat. If you had an unlimited budget, where would you travel to first? So basically, where is your dream destination vacation is another way of saying that. If you put that in the chat, that would be awesome. Mine, just in full disclosure, if I had an unlimited budget, mine, I'd want to go to space. I want to go to space. I want to see Earth from 100 and some miles up. Okay. While you're typing your dream destination, why don't we try solving this one? Okay. You guys try that one. I'll again spin some tunes for you while we're solving here. Let's see, what else can we do from the Van Halen software? Earth. There we go. This is a good one. Finish up that song in a minute. Anybody need more time? All right. So first off, what I would do is I would subtract 7 from both sides. That's going to give me negative 3e to the negative x is equal to negative 5. Then I would divide both sides by negative 3. That's going to give me e to the negative x is equal to 5/3. That's now isolated my exponential problem in this one, or my exponential term, I should say. So now what we can do is we can switch it to logarithmic form. So by switching it to logarithmic form, it would become log base e. Well, log base e is natural log. My argument or my answer would be 5/3, and my exponent would be negative x. Now again, I would divide by -1 here, and that would give me negative natural log of 5/3 is equal to x. Okay? So that would be the exact answer. If we typed that in, negative natural log of 5 divided by 3 is going to be negative 0.510825624. We said round to 3 decimal places on this particular one, so I would go negative 0.511. Thumbs up, good. Thumb to the side, needs some more practice. Thumbs down, we've got issues and we should ask some questions. Good to see you this morning, Stella. And I think you're the only Stella here today, so you don't have to be confused, befuddled today. All right, next one. Go for it. Round answer to 3 decimal places if necessary, it says. While we're doing that, I should look at where everybody's gonna go. Yeah, sure. You got no pencils anymore? Well. Thailand, the Maldives, Japan, Thailand, Europe, Greece, 2 Greeces. I like it, Drew. That's good. That's good. Italy, Australia. Nice, Zach. I like it too. Japan and Switzerland. Love it. Oh, and I forgot to play some tunes that one. Oh, I clearly blame Bookie B. so first off, I would subtract me some 4 from both sides. So that would be 3 natural logs of x minus 3 is going to equal 1. Then I would divide both sides by 3. That would be the natural log of x minus 3 is going to equal 1/3. Then I would switch forms with it because I've isolated my log term. This is log, and in my brain, remember, I'm thinking because it's natural log, this is log base e. So I would have e to the 1/3 power equals x minus 3. Then I would add 3 to both sides. And so my exact answer would be 3 plus e to the 1/3 power. But in terms of numericals, e to the 1/3 power, and then plus 3 gives me 4.395612425. We said round to 3, so that's going to be 4.400. No, I lied. 4.396. Up, middle, down. Seeing lots of ups. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's try the next one. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. I like it a lot. All right, what do we say? We're going to go back to some tunage. More time? All right, here we go. So first off, subtract some 3's. That's going to give me negative log base 4 of x plus 2, and that's going to equal positive 2. Then I would divide by negative 1 or multiply by negative 1. Either way, that's going to give me log base 4 of x plus 2, and that's going to equal negative 2. Switch forms with it now because I've got the log term isolated. 4 is my base, negative 2 is my exponent, and x plus 2 is my argument. Okay. 4 to the negative 2 power is really 1 over 4 squared, which is 1/16. And then when I subtract 2 from that side, I'm really going to subtract 32/16 from this side, and my answer in exact form would be negative 31/16. If we rounded that one to 3 decimal places, it would be negative 1.938, but I would prefer negative 31/16 there. Okay. Up, sideways, down, seems pretty good. Okay. Couple of quick reminders: if you did not take your formative yesterday, make sure that you take that ASAP. You should take that today. Get that done. If you did not get 100% on it, and remember you've got a second attempt at it, and you could do that. Tomorrow there will be a video on more of this stuff with a little more complicated, a little more in-depth ones. Actually, no, I lied. There's not a video tomorrow. Tapathel breaks. There's 4 problems for you to do tomorrow. And we have them on It's Learning. And then there's a video for each one explaining each one of those problems if you have issues with it. There's a note sheet and then an answer key. And if you didn't get the answers that we have for you, then there's a video for that particular problem. That's how we set it up for tomorrow. Remembering now. I remembered that now. Okay, so we got that going on. And then there will be a worksheet for Friday and the weekend. So of stuff to do, because pretty soon we're going to be taking the Chapter 3 test. I don't remember if it's next week or if it's the week after. I think we're taking it next week, if memory serves me right. I don't have that schedule in front of me right now, but okay. If there is, that's it for class today. If there's anything else that you need from me, hang out in the chat, and I'll be in here until 9 o'clock. So, but otherwise, we'll see you the next time we see you. And if you have questions, come on into our office hours. Okay. Have a good day.